Walk into any Apple store and they'll happily hand you a $1,200 iPad Pro. Step into Best Buy and you'll see a $900 Samsung Galaxy Tab sitting under bright lights, looking like the only serious option. But here's the thing nobody tells you. There are tablets on Amazon right now that cost less than half that price and outperform both in the areas that actually matter. I'm talking about tablets with smoother 120Hz and 144Hz displays, long-lasting batteries, quad speakers, and premium metal builds, all without the million-dollar marketing budget or a fruit logo. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 5 tablets that give you flagship-level performance for a fraction of the price. One of them brings back a feature Apple removed years ago. The #1 tablet on this list has display technology that even $2,000 models struggle to match. Before we dive in, check the links in the description for the latest deals and discounts. Let's start with a tablet that genuinely feels like it slipped through pricing approval. The Xiaomi Poco Pad, sitting at around $230, is what happens when a company focuses on specs instead of status. This thing is built around a massive 12.1-inch IPS panel with a sharp 2.5K resolution and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. That combination alone already puts it ahead of a lot of tablets that cost significantly more. Scrolling feels fluid, animations are clean, and watching Netflix or YouTube actually feels cinematic instead of cramped. With Dolby Vision support and brightness reaching around 600 nits, you can comfortably use it near windows or even outdoors without fighting reflections all day. Under the hood, it runs on the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2, paired with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage, and yes, there's still microSD expansion. That means daily multitasking feels smooth, productivity apps run reliably, and casual to moderate gaming performs better than you'd expect at this price. The 10,000 mAh battery pushes close to 12 hours of real-world use, and 33-watt fast charging gets you back to full in roughly 2.5 hours. You also get quad stereo speakers with Dolby Atmos, a headphone jack, and a full aluminum body that feels far more premium than the price suggests. At around 570 grams, it's surprisingly manageable for such a large tablet. For under $250, it feels almost unfair. Now, if you want something slightly smaller but noticeably more powerful, this is where things step up. The Xiaomi Pad 7, priced around $320, feels like the tablet most people should actually buy. It comes with an 11.2-inch display pushing a crisp 3.2K resolution, combined with HDR support, Dolby Vision, and an ultra-smooth 144Hz refresh rate. The difference is immediately noticeable. Everything feels fast, whether you're scrolling, switching apps, or gaming. Performance is handled by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, paired with up to 12 GB of RAM, and this is where it separates itself from basic budget tablets. Multitasking feels effortless. Apps stay open in the background. Demanding games run smoothly without random frame drops. Storage options go up to 256 GB, which should cover most users, even though it's not expandable. The quad super speakers with Dolby Atmos deliver loud, clear audio. The 10-megapixel rear camera even supports 4K video, which is useful for students or light content creation. Battery life sits around a full day of moderate use, and 45-watt fast charging is impressively quick. At just about 500 grams with a full aluminum build and keyboard stylus support, it feels premium without crossing into flagship pricing. If you're someone who writes a lot of notes, sketches, or prefers a more natural writing experience, this next one brings something completely different. The Huawei MatePad 11.5S, priced near $350, stands out because of its paper matte display. On paper, it's an 11.5-inch 2.8K panel with a 144Hz refresh rate and strong brightness levels. But what really changes the experience is the matte, paper-like finish. It reduces glare significantly and adds subtle resistance when using a stylus. Writing doesn't feel slippery like glass. It feels controlled and natural. Power comes from the Kirin 9000WE paired with 8 GB of RAM, which handles productivity tasks, note-taking apps, and multitasking smoothly. Gaming performance is fine, but clearly not the main focus. You get 256 gigabytes of storage, solid cameras for video calls and scanning documents, and a quad super speakers that sounds fuller than expected. The 10,000 milliamp hour battery gives around 8 to 9 hours of regular use with 22.5-watt fast charging. The metal body feels sturdy and refined. For students, artists, or professionals who care about handwriting comfort, this offers something genuinely unique in this price range. Now here's where it gets interesting because yes, there's an iPad here. The iPad, priced around $380, proves that performance still matters. It features an 11-inch liquid retina display with excellent color accuracy and about 500 nits of brightness. The biggest compromise is that it's not laminated, so there's a slight gap between the glass and the display, which makes reflections more noticeable and stylus input slightly less direct. But then you use it. The A16 Bionic completely dominates this price range. Apps open instantly, multitasking feels effortless, gaming runs flawlessly, even video editing performs smoothly. The 12-megapixel cameras on the front and back shoot 4K video. Touch ID built into the power button works reliably, and accessory support is strong, even if Apple charges separately for them. Battery life lands around 5 to 6 hours of heavier use, and of course you get long-term software updates, strong security, and tight ecosystem integration. If raw performance and longevity matter more than specs on paper, this still makes a strong case. Finally, if your priority is display quality above everything else, this one changes the conversation entirely. The Honor MagicPad 2, priced near $440, feels like a flagship hiding in the mid-range category. It features a stunning 12.3-inch OLED display with 3K resolution, perfect blacks, rich contrast, and a buttery smooth 144 Hz refresh rate. Watching movies on this feels premium in a way most LCD tablets simply can't match. Inside, it runs on the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, paired with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, delivering true flagship-level performance. Gaming is smooth, multitasking is effortless, productivity apps feel instant, the 8-speaker system creates a surprisingly immersive audio experience. The 10,500 mAh battery easily lasts a full day, and 66-watt fast charging gets you back up quickly. In many regions, Honor even bundles accessories like a keyboard and stylus, adding serious value. The build quality feels polished throughout, and the overall package feels far more expensive than it is. If display quality is your top priority, this tablet stands in a league of its own under $500. So, there you have it, 5 tablets, each with their own strengths. Whether you want the biggest screen without paying a fortune, a smooth all-around performer, a device built for creative work, Apple's raw power, or the best OLED display under $500, these tablets prove you don't need to spend flagship prices to get flagship-level features. Some surprise with extras that even more expensive models don't include. Others balance performance, battery life, and build quality so well that you'll wonder why anyone would pay thousands for less. Which one would you choose? Or is there a tablet I missed that deserves a spot here? Drop a comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this video helped you save money, make smarter tech choices, or see what's possible without breaking the bank, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest tech reviews that cut through the hype.